For Evangeline Parish, we have a strong, fairly small supercell moving into the area. However, we are seeing that rotation. So again, this is for Evangeline Parish. I'll zoom out so you can see our whole coverage area real quick. So this is our southern portion of Cenlaw, just south of Rapides Parish, where we have this red polygon right here. This is our tornado warning area. The specific area that we are watching right now is where we are seeing this cell right here, which is right in the center of the map. That is where we are seeing current rotation. We can see that on the velocity map right here, where we're seeing that bright pink color next to that almost green color right over here in that more western portion of Evangeline Parish. I'll zoom out a little bit so it's easier to tell where you are. But again, this is Evangeline Parish. Sorry for cutting into your Election Day coverage. However, we do have an active tornado warning. Right here is where we're looking at that potential rotation. Let me see if we have any more updates from the National Weather Service. So we are seeing that rotation right there, as you can see on our velocity map. That tornado warning is for Evangeline Parish until 9:30 a.m. So this will be going on for about 45 more minutes. So at 8:35 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Duralde or near Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, the main hazard, a potential tornado. The radar indicates rotation, as you can see on this velocity map. Where it is circled, that is where we see that potential rotation. That's over in western Evangeline Parish, just east of Allen Parish. So the main impacts, again, with the tornado are going to be flying debris, dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Pine Prairie and Riddell near around 8:40 a.m., near Turkey Creek and Bayou Chico around 8:55 a.m., Chico State Park around 9 a.m. Other locations impacted by this potential tornadic thunderstorm include St. Landry Parish. Right now, this storm is over in the more western portion of Evangeline Parish, where we have this rotation circled right here in this blue color. So you can see that that kind of dot of green next to that bright pink. That is the potential rotation which we are seeing. So this includes Interstate 49 near mile marker 45. So if you are within Evangeline Parish, take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, this tornado warning is until 9:30 a.m. At 8:35 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Duralde or Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The main hazard, a tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Again, the area that we are looking at is over in central western Evangeline Parish, where we have this velocity couplet circled. That is where we're seeing the potential rotation. And it's looking like there could be another little area just southwest of this region, right in the bottom portion of this little cell right here. So again, really anywhere in western Evangeline Parish or eastern Allen Parish, I would say to take cover now. Get to your safe place. Again, that is the interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. This dangerous storm will be near Pine Prairie and Redell around 8:40 a.m., Turkey Creek and Bayou Chicote around 8:55 a.m., Chicote State Park around 9 a.m. Other locations potentially impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Allen and St. Landry parishes. So I'll zoom out real quick so you can see where we are. We're in Evangeline Parish. That's going to be the southern portion of our viewing area here for KALB here in Cenla. So this is the area for that tornado warning. We can go look at that radar again. All right, so you can see here, this is Evangeline Parish. I'll zoom in again so we can get a closer look at this cell. All right, so the main area that we're looking at the moment is going to be that western portion of Evangeline Parish. So this is the main area that we're looking at rotation at the moment. Western Evangeline Parish going into eastern Allen Parish as well. The cell is going to be moving towards the northeast. That is why the tornado warning area does extend towards the northern portion of Evangeline Parish. So this will be approaching Rapides and Avoyelles Parish as well. But right now, if you are over in western Evangeline Parish or eastern Allen Parish, please take cover now. Move to your interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. We can go back to velocity now so we can see what that rotation is doing. So it's looking like it's kind of broken up a little bit. However, we are definitely still seeing that rotation. I'll circle that right here. So this is the area we're looking. That's kind of almost in the middle of Evangeline Parish, a little towards the west. So if you are within western Evangeline Parish, again, take cover now. So at 8:35 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Duralde or near Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Main hazard is a tornado. The radar, as you can see here, does indicate rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So again, sorry for cutting into your election day coverage. However, we do currently have an active tornado warning ongoing in Evangeline Parish. So this will be near Turkey Creek in Bayou Chicote around 8:55 a.m., Chicote State Park around 9 a.m. Other locations potentially impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include St. Landry Parish. This cell is now moving a little closer to central Evangeline Parish. So if you're within western central Evangeline Parish, please take cover now and get to your safe place. Again, if you need reminders of what is that safe place you want to go to for a tornado warning, that's going to be your most interior room on the lowest floor possible in a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. I'll see if we have any more updates from the National Weather Service. Okay, they're continuing the tornado warning. So this goes until 9:30 a.m. So at 8:35, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Duralde or near Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The main hazard with this storm is a tornado, as radar has indicated rotation, which is circled on this velocity map. You can see that's over in near central Evangeline Parish, which I'll zoom out real quick in case you are unsure where Evangeline is in relation to yourself. So this is the central Louisiana viewing area. The area in which we are currently watching is right here. So that's in southern Cenla. That is where we have an active tornado warning. We can go back to that radar. And this is where we have this current tornado warning, this red polygon right here. We are expecting the storm to move towards the northeast. That's why the tornado warning does extend towards the more northern portion of Evangeline Parish. You can see the storm slowly moving towards the northeast. And then we can go back to velocity. That's the best way to tell where that current rotation is. So it definitely is breaking up a little bit. However, that rotation is definitely still there in central Evangeline Parish. So again, if you are within this region or to the northeast of this region, as the storm will be moving towards the northeast, get to your safe place now. If you are further towards the northeast of this system and you are able to get to a more sturdy shelter than you are currently in, that is advised. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Along with the possible tornado, we could also see hail less than 3/4 of an inch with this storm as well. So again, there is an active tornado warning in Evangeline Parish. The rotation that we are noticing is circled on this map, almost right in the center of Evangeline Parish. If you are near this area, please get to that safe space. At 8:35 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Duralde or near Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Main hazard of a tornado, because radar has indicated rotation, which I have circled on this map, near central Evangeline Parish. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Turkey Creek in Bayou Chicote right now at 8:55 a.m. And then Chicote State Park around 9 a.m. Other locations potentially impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include St. Landry Parish. So if you are within central to northeastern Evangeline Parish, I would take cover now, especially central Evangeline Parish. This will be moving towards the northeastern portion of Evangeline Parish. Take cover now, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. You do not want to be looking outside, waiting for this potential tornado to reach you. That flying debris will crash into the windows and send glass shattering. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, please move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, the area we are looking at is the area circled in blue. That's where we're seeing that rotation here on our velocity map near central Evangeline Parish. I'll see if we have any more updates. We have any more updates from the National Weather Service. All right, so just an update. I'm sorry for cutting into your election day coverage. However, we do have an active tornado warning for central Evangeline Parish. And this was issued due to a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado at 8:35 a.m. And this will go until 9:30, so just over 30 more minutes. The radar has indicated rotation, which you can see circled right here. This will be moving near Chico State Park around 9 a.m. So that's in 2 minutes. Other potentially impacted locations include St. Landry. However, you can see this is just right in the middle of Evangeline Parish at the moment. So if you are near central Evangeline Parish, please take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, we apologize for cutting into your Election Day coverage. However, there is an active tornado warning in throughout Evangeline Parish until 9:30 a.m. The radar has picked up active rotation, which you can see circled right here on our velocity map. All right, the rotation is still there, as you can see, in the center of Evangeline Parish. This is west of Interstate 49 near mile marker 45. Don't have any more active alerts from the National Weather Service at the moment, so we can just continue to track this velocity. You can see that the rotation is still there with that circled velocity couplet, where we're seeing that green circle next to that bright pink circle. That is the area we're looking at for potential tornadic activity. So along with possible tornado, we could also see hail up to 3/4 of an inch, where we have this rotation in central Evangeline Parish. All right, so this should be right around Chico State Park, as it is now 9 a.m., right in the center of Evangeline Parish. Again, if you're not sure where Evangeline Parish is in regards to yourself, I'll zoom this out real quick. So Evangeline Parish is going to be in southern Cenlaw. We can go to the radar to see the location of that tornado warning. So that's going to be that red polygon right down there over in Evangeline Parish, now moving towards the northeastern portion of Evangeline Parish. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning just south of central Louisiana. We can look at that right now, where you can see that yellow polygon right by I-10. So that's going to be headed towards Allen Parish shortly. So just keep that in mind. But again, we have a active tornado warning for Evangeline Parish, so that is the main area we will focus on at the moment. So we can go back to that velocity. So this gives us the best idea of where the current rotation is. You can see that right there in the middle of Evangeline Parish. I'll have it circled right here. So if you were within central Evangeline Parish, please get to your safe place. Please take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. You do not want to be looking outside your window to prepare for a potential tornado, as flying debris could crash into your windows and send glass flying. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. With this potential tornado, we are also seeing the possibility of hail up to 3/4 of an inch. So at 8:35, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Gerald or near Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The radar indicated rotation, which you can see right here, which could mean a potential tornado. We do not have reports just yet if there is an active tornado that has touched down. However, there is an active tornado warning within Evangeline Parish. We are seeing the rotation on this velocity map where I have it circled, where we have that green dot next to that bright pink. So we will continue to monitor this until the rotation dissipates. However, there is still the active tornado warning until 9:30. So that'll be for about 25 more minutes. Where I have this circled right now is where we have that active rotation. So again, if you are near central or now northern Evangeline Parish, please take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. As we know, flying debris is one of the greatest impacts from a tornado, as that could come flying at you very quickly. The rotation does seem to be subsiding slightly, but it is definitely still there. So we want to keep watching this until the rotation does go away and the National Weather Service cancels the warning. However, there is still active tornado warning for Evangeline Parish until 9:30. So we have 25 more minutes. Again, we are sorry to cut into your Election Day coverage. However, there is an active tornado warning right in the center of Evangeline Parish. So if you're within central and now northern Evangeline Parish, please take cover now. We do not have reports if there is a tornado yet on the ground. However, that rotation does look like a potential tornado, so please get to your safe place. If you are within central or now north central Evangeline Parish, we are seeing distinct rotation. This could indicate a tornado. So in case you are just joining us, at 8:35 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Gerald or Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The main hazard, a tornado. Radar indicates rotation, which I have circled right here. And again, if you are unsure of where Evangeline Parish is in regards to the rest of central Louisiana, it is in southern central Louisiana. I'll get that circled real quick just so you have a better idea of where this is heading as well. So this entire area right here, which is also where that tornado warning currently is, please take cover and move to your safe place, especially at the moment, central Evangeline Parish. We can look at the radar to get the exact location of that severe tornado warning. So you can see that red polygon right there throughout Evangeline Parish, just south of the border of Rapides and Avoyelles Parish. So even if you are within southeastern Rapides Parish or southwestern Avoyelles Parish, I would say to start preparing now. And if you are in a mobile home or another unsubstantial shelter, I would get somewhere safer since you have time right now. But central Evangeline Parish, you need to take cover now. That is where we're seeing that current rotation. We'll go back to the velocity because that's the easiest one to see where the rotation currently is. So right in central Evangeline Parish, where we are seeing this bright pink color next to that green, that is where we are seeing the current rotation. So this will be moving northeast of Chico State Park currently. So this is to the west of Interstate 49 near mile marker 45. Again, if you are just joining us right now, we are live right now because at 8:35 a.m., the National Weather Service noticed a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Derald or Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour with the main hazard of a tornado. I'll circle the rotation again so you can see exactly where we are focusing at the moment. This is going to be north central Evangeline Parish. You can see that velocity couplet right there where we have active rotation with this active tornado warning. The main impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is also likely. So this storm is likely just northeast of Chico State Park. This includes impacted areas also include Interstate 49 near mile marker 45. So if you are within north central Evangeline Parish, please take cover now. Even if you are within the more northern portion of Evangeline Parish, please get your safe place ready because this storm is moving towards the northeast. It will be headed towards northern Evangeline Parish shortly. Take cover now, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. I know some people will want to look outside your windows to try to see where this storm currently is located, but please stay away from windows as the flying debris could go crashing through your windows and send glass. So we can zoom in a little bit more so you can see exactly where this is. So we're in north central Evangeline Parish by LA 106 and LA 13. So you can see right on the intersection of LA 106 and LA 13, just to the west of Interstate 49. So I'll zoom out a little bit more so you can see where this is. We are in north central Evangeline Parish. So anywhere within north central Evangeline Parish, please take cover now. Even if you're more towards the northeastern portion of Evangeline, that is where this storm is headed, so get to that safe place now. So in case you are just joining us, we are live right now because the National Weather Service in Lake Charles issued a tornado warning for Evangeline Parish until 9:30 a.m. At 8:35 a.m., here, just a second, let me zoom out so you can see where we are referring to. So we are in north central Evangeline Parish. I'll get this circled again. This is the rotation that we are looking at. It is starting to fall apart a little bit, however, there is still rotation there. So you will want to get to your safe place. Please take cover now if you are within north central Evangeline Parish. Move to your interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So this will be headed towards the border of Rapides, Avoyelles, and Evangeline Parish shortly. However, it is currently in north central Evangeline Parish. So I'll zoom out real quick, so in case you're unsure where Evangeline Parish is in regards to you, we are in southern central Louisiana, southeastern central Louisiana specifically. So zooming back in, if you are in Evangeline Parish, so we are looking right around LA 106. It is crossing over LA 106. Near the intersection of LA 106, LA 13. Again, we are in north central Evangeline Parish. The National Weather Service in Lake Charles has issued a tornado warning until 9:30, so that's just about 17 more minutes. At 8:35, this was located near Gerald or Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is continuing to move towards the northeast, headed towards northern Evangeline Parish, which is right around the border of Rapides, Avoyelles, and Evangeline. So if you're within northern Evangeline Parish, please get to your safe place. And I'll see if we have any more updates from the National Weather Service in regards to this active tornado warning. So we are still seeing active rotation. I'll get that circled one more time. This is where we are looking with that bright pink color next to that green dot over in north central Evangeline Parish. So this tornado warning is currently set to expire at 9:30, so we have 15 more minutes, or until this velocity, until the rotation dissipates. So I'll zoom in a little bit more so we can look at the more local highways. We are right going through LA 106 and LA 13. This is west of Interstate 49 in north central Evangeline Parish, which is southeastern central Louisiana. Again, we are live because there is an active tornado warning issued by the Lake Charles National Weather Service office. And don't have any active updates from the National Weather Service at the moment. Okay, I'll zoom out real quick so you can have a better idea of where we are looking. Again, we are in north central Evangeline Parish. I'll get the rotation circled again. You can see that bright pink color next to that dot of green. That is where we are seeing that rotation. It has moved over from central western Evangeline, is now headed towards northeastern Evangeline Parish. So if you are over in southeastern Rapides Parish or southwestern Avoyelles Parish, this is where this storm is currently headed. So I would make sure you have your safe place established, and you might want to already head over there now so that you keep yourself safe. So in case you are just joining us, we are live because at 8:35 a.m., the Lake Charles National Weather Service office issued a tornado warning for severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It was located near Gerald or Mamou, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, with the main hazard of a tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So you can see where this is currently located. I have the current rotation circled. We are in northern Evangeline Parish now. This is headed towards the northeast, making its way towards northeastern Evangeline, and headed towards southwestern Avoyelles Parish and southeastern Rapides Parish. All right, so please, if you are within northern Evangeline Parish or southeastern Rapides or southwest Avoyelles, please get to your safe place now. Take cover. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. You do not want to be looking out the window to prepare for this potential tornado, as the flying debris could crash through the tornado and cause glass to go shattering across your room. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Okay, so I'll zoom out real quick again if you are unsure of where you are located in regards to Evangeline Parish. Evangeline is in southeastern central Louisiana. It is to the east of Allen Parish and to the west of St. Landry Parish. So the active rotation that we are monitoring at the moment is in northern Evangeline Parish. I'll zoom right back into that, and we can look at the local highways around the rotation. It now is moving north of LA 106, and it's just to the east of LA 13 and to the west of Interstate 49, headed towards LA 181. All right, and I believe we're now going to toss things over to meteorologist Jake Lambright. He's helping me out here in the First Alert Weather Center as well, so go ahead and send things over to him.
Well, good morning, everybody. As Kaylee's been helping you stay aware with this for about the last hour or so, we have a tornado warning right now for portions of Evangeline Parish. That warning actually is about to be extended here in just a few moments. That information just coming into us from the National Weather Service. And I'll see, so no new updates beyond that. They're saying that the rotation right now is pretty tight. There's not a lot of confidence that we do have a tornado on the ground, but with how tight that rotation is, it's certainly something that needs to be taken seriously. I want to zoom in here real quick and get a closer look at that current area of rotation that they're talking about. Again, this is kind of headed toward the northeastern portion of the parish, so Vernon Parish, maybe even southeastern portions of Rapides Parish could be under a tornado warning here before too long. Let me go ahead and put a pause on things real quick and switch things over so we can get a better view of where that couplet is currently located. Again, it's right there where you see those reds and greens coming together just to the north of Louisiana Highway 106, and this is going to continue moving off to the northeast, a little bit closer to Interstate 49 in the southwestern portion of Vernon Parish. So I'm actually going to put a pause on this real quick. Let's see if we can't zoom in a little bit more and get any more road names. This might be a pretty rural part of the parish, but let's see what we can get. So it is a pretty rural area, but again, along Louisiana Highway 106, just to the north, is where we have that area of rotation that could produce a tornado at any moment. I'm actually going to take a quick look at another program here on my phone and see if we can't get some other points of interest in the area. I know we've got a lake here just to the right side of the screen, but I'm not 100% sure what the name of that is. But again, this area right here, north of Louisiana Highway 106 in Evangeline Parish, and areas to the northeast, now's the time to go ahead and get in your tornado safe place. Let me see if I can't zoom this out real quick. We'll actually get a track on that here in just a moment. I want to see if we can get some other points of interest on this first. But again, that area right there, and I'm going to zoom in real quick and then leave that area up for just a moment so you can get a better view of it. Again, just to the east of Louisiana Highway 13, that's kind of the area of concern that we're watching right now, one that we're going to be watching pretty closely. So this is actually that lake I was talking about is near Lake Chico. The area of rotation right now is right over Bayou Chico, and it looks like as of that last scan, maybe that area of rotation is tightening up just a little bit more now. So this is headed off. It's not going to show up on our map, but if you're near the community of Centerville, near the community of Dossman, along U.S. Highway 106, near St. Landry, and again, this is coming up on Interstate 49. Now's the time to go ahead and be in that tornado safe place. Hey, Kaylee, do you happen to know how fast the storm is moving?
Let me see the latest update from the National Weather Service. Last I saw was moving 30 miles per hour.
To the northeast?
Yes, to the northeast.
We're going to go ahead and get a track on that here for the next few miles.
Yes.
Again, this is kind of moving off to the northeast. It is likely that portions of southeastern Rapides, southwestern Vernon Parish could be included, or not Vernon Parish, Avoyles Parish could be included in a tornado warning. Again, that information coming from the National Weather Service. But let's go ahead and get a track on this and see where it's heading in the rural areas of those parishes. So again, it's moving about 30 miles per hour, so in about 19 minutes, that's going to put it in Carboco, 26 minutes for Bunkie, closer to 35 minutes for the community of Evergreen, and then if this were to hold together, it could reach Marksville in about an hour from now. So this is something we're going to be watching very closely. Again, as of right now, there's low confidence that there is a tornado on the ground, but with how tight that rotation is, we could see a tornado on the ground at any moment, so this is certainly one to take seriously. Again, that area of rotation is where you see the reds and the greens coming together. The reds are going to the east, the wind's going to the east away from the Fort Johnson radar. These greens here, those brighter greens actually indicating some stronger winds moving to the west toward the Fort Johnson radar. I'll take an updated look here at Debris Tracker real quick and just see if it shows anything that's concerning. Go ahead and put a pause on that. The good news is right now I don't see anything that really jumps out at me, but once again, that's some tighter rotation that could be producing a tornado on the ground at any moment. So if you're in portions of Evangeline Parish, especially the northeastern portion, now's the time to be in that tornado safe place if you're not there already. And as I mentioned, portions of Avoyles Parish, maybe even extreme rural southeastern portions of Rapides Parish, I'd be ready to get in that shelter because we could see an additional tornado warning issued at any moment.
A little bit, now moving at 20 miles per hour.
Okay, thank you for that. So it has slowed down, so I'm going to go and put a different track on that, get a more accurate reading on the speed. And hopefully that storm slowing down is actually a good thing. And actually, real quick, I want to take a look at this other area. As I mentioned yesterday, we have a low-end threat for tornadoes today, but that doesn't exactly mean a zero threat for tornadoes. And that one area, that storm was looking a little interesting, but I'm not seeing anything right now that particularly jumps out at me, but it's certainly one we'll watch nonetheless. While we don't have a super favorable environment for tornadoes today, again, we could see a few stronger storms capable of producing a tornado for sure. So let's go back to that one active tornado warning that we have in Evangeline Parish right now. Again, there's that area of rotation that we're watching. And Kaylee just mentioned that the speed of the storm has slowed down to about 20 miles per hour. I'm going to put a new track on that storm. Let's take you out for the next hour or so. This would put it near Bunkie in about 35 minutes, Carboco in about 23 minutes, Centerville in under 10 minutes, and then if this held together, it would put it near Cottonport in about 55 minutes from now. It does look like with this latest scan maybe, it's a little bit more broad, the rotation, but I've been watching this over the last 30 minutes or so. It looks like it'll start to weaken, it'll start to strengthen once again.
They have moved the tornado warning to now include Avoyles and Rapides Parish as well.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I just actually got that as we speak, and I think it includes most of those areas that I just called out. So we'll actually zoom this back out again real quick, and I can show you that new warning area. We'll kind of go over some road names within that warning polygon as well. So let me switch this back so we can actually see that warning box. And there we go, there's that new warning. It includes I-49 from extreme southeastern Rapides Parish through pretty much all of Avoyles Parish. And then we have some other major highways in here as well. So let me see if I can adjust this so we can get a little bit of a better view on that. some of these areas here within the new warning. So it looks like West Dr. McConnell Boulevard, Louisiana Highway 129. Again, that's in Avoyelles Parish. You are under that tornado warning. Maybe just a sliver of Louisiana Highway 107 in Avoyelles Parish is also included in that tornado warning. So this is a new one. In Rapides Parish, the city of Alexandria, you were not included in this warning. But for extreme southeastern portions of the parish, again, really rural areas to the east of Louisiana Highway 181 in Rapides Parish, those are areas that are under this new tornado warning. So you're going to want to go ahead and be in your tornado safe place now if you are in portions of Rapides or Avoyelles Parish. Looks like this also kind of goes back into Evangeline Parish. This runs through 10 a.m. as it stands right now. So I'm going to zoom things out once more so we can get an updated look on that area of rotation. Again, this is the main storm that we're watching right now, where you see the red boxes on your screen. We're watching any and every bit of activity that is coming our way today, because while the threat for severe weather isn't high, there is a chance, so we are watching, as we're seeing right now, through portions of Evangeline and Avoyelles Parish. So let's go ahead and get a stop on things real quick, and I'm going to zoom back into that couplet that's located right now in the northeastern portion of Evangeline Parish. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that and get a better view. And from what I see from a distance, oh, never mind. It looks like that couplet's still very much there, maybe a tad bit weaker, but still very defined, to say the least, and one we're going to be keeping a close eye on here over the next few minutes. Take another look here at debris tracker and see, again, the good news is there's not much that's concerning right now on the debris tracker, but again, we're still taking this very seriously, as you should as well, and we're watching this very closely. Let's see if we can get a stop on things and get some more of those street names in there. This is coming up right now on I-49 in extreme southwestern portions of Avoyelles Parish. So we don't have many local streets in this area, but if you were located just off Louisiana Highway 106, close to the Evangeline-Avoyelles Parish line in Evangeline Parish, you need to be in your shelter now. This is where we've got that rotation. It likely now, because of the delay in radar scans, is more to the northeast. So really, this is probably located a little closer to the parish line and Interstate 49 right now in portions of Avoyelles Parish. And I'm going to step off here real quick. I'm going to leave that on the screen and see if we don't have any cameras in that area potentially. But again, if you are in portions of Avoyelles Parish, you need to take this seriously and be in your tornado shelter at this time. Kaylee, do you have any updates from the National Weather Service for us?
Not since they updated the tornado warning to include Avoyelles and Rapides.
Okay, so again, that area of rotation you're seeing right now on your screen is coming up on Avoyelles Parish and Interstate 49. So if you're in that area, if you're in southwestern Avoyelles Parish, now's the time to go ahead and move to your tornado safe place. Give me just a moment here. I'm still looking through some things. We'll probably actually take one of our tower cams here in just a moment once I kind of see what's available in the area. I know we have our Marksville camera, so once that gets adjusted, I might pull that up. But in the meantime, there's that couplet right there. We're kind of waiting on that new radar scan. The good news is we don't have a confirmation of a tornado on the ground, but with that being some stronger rotation, it's certainly one that we are keeping a very close eye on. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and pull things over to our Paragon camera, and I will have to take just a second to adjust that, so bear with me. But once again, that area of rotation you see is a good bit away from any local roads right now. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to zoom things in real quick. We'll get that local highway name back on there. But again, this is approaching Interstate 49. So that's Louisiana Highway 106. This is just to the north of that, just to the north of Lake Chico over in Evangeline Parish. And again, this is the storm we're watching the closest, as there is a tornado warning, and that now includes portions of Rapides and Avoyelles Parish. So again, this rotation right now is cutting it pretty close to Louisiana, or to Interstate 49, and we'll move pretty closely to Louisiana Highway 115 here within the next few minutes or so. And this storm has also slowed down a good bit, now moving off to the northeast at about 20 miles per hour. So it is moving on the slower side. Actually reset this real quick. I think we've got our camera up now. So here's a look at our Paragon Casino camera. This is over in Marksville, so still a little bit away from where that storm is. And this, I believe, is looking off to the northeast. So we're actually going to turn the camera around and see what we can see from the south end. Likely have to wait on the storm to get a little bit closer, but I do want to have eyes on the storm if we possibly can. So kind of turning things around here. Hopefully we don't have any poles or anything obstructing our view. Okay, it looks like we might have a perfect view of this from the southwest. So we can't really see anything right now on the southwestern side of this storm, but as it approaches the Marksville area, we might be able to pick something up there on our Marksville camera. So here's a look at things right now. That original tornado warning has been dropped, but that new one is for Evangeline, extreme southeastern portions of Rapides, and southwestern of Voiles. And again, that's going to run through 10 o'clock this morning. Let's go ahead and switch back. I'll see if there's an updated velocity couplet on radar. See if we have an updated radar scan there. So again, this is going to be moving into Voiles Parish here at any moment. The good news is, and Kaylee, I don't know if you agree with me on this or not, but it looks like with this most recent radar scan that things are beginning to weaken as they get a little closer to the parish.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's some great news. We've still got enough rotation that we're still going to keep an eye on it, still have things to worry about for sure. But this is approaching right now the Evangeline Voiles Parish line. This is coming up. It's just north of Louisiana Highway 106. If you are on I-49 right now and you are happening to watch us, or maybe you live close by, you need to be in your tornado shelter. Any stretch of I-49 throughout Voiles Parish, now is the time to be in that tornado safe place. And actually, I'm going to adjust this camera real quick. I also want to see what's going on reflectivity before I say anything. But that area there in Rapides Parish isn't super concerning at this time. But yeah, I could see maybe another area of rotation, maybe trying to get itself together. I'll highlight that area for you real quick. Again, the rotation with this right now is not tight. But with the environment that we have right now, it's just favorable enough where we could see some spin. And so this is kind of one area that it's not time to be in that tornado shelter by any means, but I kind of want to give you the first alert. This area, too, is one we're going to be watching. And as we see that southern one begin to die, we could see this northern one begin to strengthen. So that's one we're going to be watching closely here over the next few minutes. Again, that northern one, not one that's a super big concern right now, but one we're certainly going to have our eyes on over the next few minutes. This area, though, right now, the main concern as it heads into Voiles Parish and begins to cross Interstate 49. Just kind of taking a step off here.
Just for an update from Lake Charles National Weather Service, the environment is largely becoming... Okay, no update from the Lake Charles National Weather Service. The environment is largely becoming less conducive for developing rotation. Once the storm in Evangeline either leaves the area or dissipates, damaging wind threat and flooding should be the main concerns moving forward. However, at the moment, we are still watching the active rotation, but things are up. So again, if you are over in northeastern Evangeline Parish or southwestern of Voiles Parish specifically at the moment, that's where we want to take cover and get to your safe location. It's entering the border of Voiles and Evangeline Parish right now.
Yes, so it's a good news that the National Weather Service for sure has kind of mentioned what we were talking about just a moment ago, this rotation starting to weaken, which is good news, but it's still strong enough where it could put down a tornado at any moment. And the one big thing to note here with these radar scans, as I mentioned, we've been waiting on a new radar scan. These only come in every few minutes, and they can change pretty drastically during that time period. So within a few minutes, we could see this tighten way back up. The good news is the environment is trending toward that weakening. We're seeing that, and we're hoping that that continues to remain the trend here over the next few minutes, but nonetheless, we're going to have to watch it pretty closely as there is some gaps between radar data from the Weather Service, from the radar in Fort Johnson that could change very drastically in just the span of a few minutes. Let's go ahead and get a new and updated track on this storm. I'm going to kind of adjust things real quick so we can get a better view on that. Again, this area of rotation likely is now right over Interstate 49 in Voiles Parish. It will be approaching Louisiana Highway 29 as well as Louisiana Highway 115 and will likely impact the Bunkie area here within the next few minutes. So let's go ahead and get another track on this and get a new estimated time of arrival. In fact, I'll actually do this right on the parish line and account for it being a little more east than it is right now. But again, that latest storm track puts it in the Bunkie area in about 15 minutes, provided that this holds together. Cottonport in about 40 minutes, Mansura in just under 50 minutes, and again, if this holds together, it would be in Marksville in roughly an hour from now. That is kind of on the western end of that cone, so if it took a more center track, it may not have any impact on Marksville whatsoever. The good news is if it continues this weakening trend, I don't envision it impacting Marksville, but we're going to be keeping a close eye on it, and we'll be with you until that threat for a tornado has passed. No new updates from the Weather Service at this time beyond the one that Kaylee just gave a moment ago. I'm actually going to kind of look around here on radar for just a moment, take a look at the bigger picture of things through the computer. So we've got that one area of rotation, again, that one moving into avoyals that is the top concern right now. And I'm just going to kind of look through some of our areas, see if there are any other spots of rotation that we've got to have our immediate eye on. It looks like that area in Allen Parish doesn't really have much rotation with it, which is a good thing. Switching things back over to our Fort Johnson radar. We've got some other storms moving in to our northwestern parishes. Those don't appear to be exhibiting many signs of rotation, which is good. We've got that very, very weak and broad rotation kind of near Louisiana Highway 1 and Rapides Parish. That, though, is not a concern at this time.
There is that new questionable area just southwest of the area we're looking at. It's directly southwest of the main area that we are watching. If you want, it's in northeastern Evangeline. Jake, I'll take your input on that. You see the new little couplet that's popping up just southeast of the one we're looking at?
This one right here?
Yes.
I do see a little bit of rotation there for sure. Right now, though, that is on the weaker end. It'll be interesting to see, though, if that eventually helps that one area that we're watching kind of die out, or if that in turn helps strengthen the area that we have. But hopefully that added bit of broad rotation here will help to weaken things on the northeastern end of the storm here within the next few minutes. We definitely still have some brighter green, some brighter red, so the rotation here is still there. Again, it's weakened a little bit since the last few scans. I'll actually take that back to kind of show you real quick just what we're dealing with. So you'll see how maybe about at 9:17, this is not valid, this is a few moments ago, but notice how bright these colors are and how tight that couplet is. That was definitely some very tight rotation at the time. And while the rotation's still tight enough where we've got to be on guard and there is still that tornado warning, you can see just how much it has evolved over the last 20 minutes. It's a lot weaker. It's not as tight, and we still have some stronger winds within the storm for sure, but not quite as strong as what we were seeing here just a few moments ago. Let's actually see, because in addition to that rotation, we could also have some gusty winds, whether or not we have a tornado on the ground. Looks like our velocity in this area is about 40 miles per hour, and that gate-to-gate shear is something we're certainly interested in. Anywhere from 25 miles per hour to, I believe it said 45, popped up there just a moment ago. And actually, Kaylee, that area of rotation you were talking about with that new scan, it looks like this northeastern one's a little bit weaker, and that one you were talking about is just a little bit stronger. So that's definitely one we've got to keep a close eye on. As we see this, as I mentioned a moment ago, as we see this one area of rotation start to weaken, this one could start to pick up a little bit, and that's certainly evident in this recent radar scan. Again, this one's not strengthened to the point where it's super concerning just yet, but again, it's certainly one we're going to have to watch. This new area we're watching would be to the north of Louisiana Highway 106, just north of Lake Chico in Evangeline Parish, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that same area we were talking about just a few moments ago. It's still watching this area moving into Avoyelles Parish, but this is now some pretty broad rotation, so hopefully that trend continues here for the next few scans. I'm going to step off for just a moment, see what the National Weather Service has to say, see if they're mentioning anything. Looks like right now the one main storm they're watching, other than that one, is the one.
We now have a severe thunderstorm warning for, it looks like the same area. It's saying for Avoyelles, Evangeline, Rapides until 10:15. They did cancel the tornado warning just now. We're just now receiving this. It looks like they switched it over to a severe thunderstorm warning. So we will still be monitoring this. I'm still seeing rotation definitely out there.
Yes, so it looks like that tornado warning has dropped. So we're going to be sending you back to programming here shortly. But this new box is a severe thunderstorm warning. I would imagine they probably tagged it for tornado possible, and they did. So they're still monitoring the threat for a tornado. There's the chance we might have to come back in and join you with tornado coverage. But again, Avoyelles, Evangeline, Rapides Parish are under that tornado or severe thunderstorm warning through 10:15. And again, this will include the city of Bunkie. This stays just to the southwest of Marksville. So this is mainly rural areas in southeastern Rapides Parish and southwestern Avoyelles Parish, with the exception of Bunkie. Again, that storm right now that has the severe thunderstorm warning is the one we're going to watch closely behind the scenes, as there are some broader areas of rotation, but the Weather Service does not believe that those fit the criteria for a tornado warning, which is some good news at this time, but nonetheless, we are going to be watching these. Again, that one area of rotation we initially were on for starting to broaden out. There is a weaker area of rotation that wants to try to get going maybe, but again, we're going to be watching this pretty closely behind the scenes. If you're under that severe thunderstorm warning, just keep in mind that a tornado is possible at any moment and that we could see another tornado warning issued within that area that the severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for now. Resetting the radar view here for you. Real quick, kind of taking a look at reflectivity on our first alert radar. We've got some showers and storms moving through the area right now. Again, this one right here is the one of greatest concern, and we're going to be watching it pretty closely over the next few minutes. Kaylee, do you have any other updates or thoughts before we hop off?
No, I don't. Hopefully we're good. But again, like Jake said, that tornado will be possible with this severe thunderstorm warning, so make sure you remain weather aware, and you can always rely on us in the First Alert Weather Center. We'll go live with any new tornado warnings.
All right, we're finally going to send you back to your regularly scheduled programming, but as Kaylee mentioned, you can stay up to date with the latest on the free KALB First Alert Weather app, and we're going to be posting updates around the clock on social media.